What's up, YouTube? What's up? It's your boy Chris Lee TV back again with another video. In this video, I am using a different camera. I don't know if you can see like the quality or whatnot, but I'm actually trying to use like my actual vlogging camera. In this video, as you can see by the title, I want to talk about the not setting goals for next year. Instead of doing that, do this instead. So what are we gonna do? So a lot of you guys know like kind of what I've been going through. If you can like check all my other videos, you'll see what I've been going through. But right now, I don't think it's the time to plan goals. You know, it's the end of the year, it's Q4. You know, we're about to be into 2025. I'm getting back in the truck. I head out very soon to get back in the truck. I'm gonna get back into like making trucking content and stuff like that. So I think what's important for 2025 is not to set goals, right? And I want to kind of bring this mindset into the truck with me. So what I think what needs to like kind of be done instead of setting goals is setting up systems. So with a goal, I think you only plan to complete the goal for like one end result, right? But I think when you create systems, you're creating a series of habits. So when I created systems in my house, like things started to kind of change and look different, and they happen more often and more frequent, and habits developed. As like I said, you guys know, like I was in the wreck and stuff like that with my but the people who were able-bodied in my house were my kids. My wife was in the car with me, so she wasn't as like you know, able to do things around the house like normal. So we created systems. We had, you know, some positive results, and it made doing daily tasks more efficient. So in the past, I've been unable to really do something like this in the past because I've been out on the road. You know, I've been in and out of the house. I'll come every 2 or 3 weeks. So it's hard to like implement things and make sure that the structure is there, make sure that the discipline is there. It's hard to do that, right, when you're not around. But my car accident, you know, my situation kind of set me down, and it left me in a state where I had to figure something out, right? So since being home full time, I had to, like I said, rely on the help of the family. So in many cases, you know, the kids would have to do chores, but we didn't want to keep reminding the kids, hey, like do the chores, do the chores, do the chores. I think we got in like a cycle of like, you know, hey, do the chores, hey, do the chores, right? But what needed to happen was like we needed systems so that when they got home from school, or when they you know, it was designated days, you know, we had to kind of teach the kids. So on my quest teaching the kids on the value of a clean home, you know, we had to implement a system to do that. Another issue we had was like the things weren't being done correctly or at all, and then like the kids would point fingers at each other. Like my 3 kids, they were like, oh, the so and so was supposed to do that, they didn't do it, or so and so would do that, they weren't supposed to. They, you know, it's like always, you know, we never know who did what, right? It's always somebody else did it, right? Nobody wants to take ownership. Nobody wants to admit to, you know, the issue, or the, you know what I'm saying, the thing that wasn't done. So the solution was to divide up the chores for the 2 cleaning days in each week, and every person was responsible for their chore, right? So this was setting up the system. So everybody has a chore to do. So somebody has the bathroom, somebody has the kitchen, somebody has the floors, all right? So you clean the bathroom every Tuesday and Friday, right? And then somebody else does the floors every Tuesday and Friday. Somebody else does the kitchen. That's more of a daily thing. But you're not, you know what I'm saying? You add other chores to make sure that everything's even. Somebody does the laundry. Somebody does the dusting. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that every day somebody has something to do, or that the chores are evened out. But what you do is you divide them up, so everybody's responsible for something. So you can't go back and say, oh, this person did that, this person did that. No, this is your chore, this is your thing, so you make sure that it's done. And then after that, a couple of weeks went by, it became routine. So the next step with it will become a habit that's used throughout life, right? So the routine, the system, the routine, the habit, and then you have like a lifelong routine. You have a lifelong habit. I think that's why it's important to set up systems for next year, just with everything. But this was the thing that kind of planted the seed, right? So what else like kind of happened? Now that we're familiar with the systems, we can move on to the next step, which is using this in another like just form, whether it's a chore, whether it's doing homework, whether it's whatever. Me getting back in the truck, like me figuring out like what are my systems like. So I think that eliminates mistakes. I think that eliminates, like kind of if a second guessing, like you stop second guessing yourself. You implement systems. You know that these things are going to happen. On my channel, I talk about finances a lot. So what are the systems that you can build with your finances, right? Just making sure that you're once you get your paycheck, what's the systems for you divvying up your money? If is it the 50, 30, 20? Are you doing that on a consistent basis? Are you building that habit of saving money? Are you building the habit of checking your accounts? Are you building the habit of making sure that you're not using over the allotted amount of utilization? I think it's 10% utilization on your credit cards. Like getting a habit of checking these things daily. I think just to make it a habit. Make it a habit. Use that system to make it a habit. Then it's kind of second nature. Now you're doing it, and it's not a chore anymore. You know what I'm saying? But these are things that have to be taken into account when you're trying to get to that next level. And I just wanted to come in, and talk to you guys about that, like how I kind of seen how we needed the system in the house, and then like thinking about, okay, like what other ways in life can I use a system to reach. Now you reach a goal of I think the goal is at the end. So usually people will have a goal, and it's like, okay, I do these 3 things and I achieve the goal, right? And then it's done after that. After you've done those 3 things, it's like, okay, now I've reached my goal, and now I have to set a new goal, and now I have to keep doing, something and something and something. But it's never a habit built. You have a habit of making goals, but there's no structure being built, right? I don't feel like there's any structure being built. I don't feel like there's like a routine, like you're not really kind of making it a habit of doing anything but setting goals. But I think when you make it a habit of kind of having some structure and actually having a system, I think when you actually have a system, it makes life a lot easier. So all right, really quick on the system thing. So when you're implementing or when you're building your system out, and you're kind of in the beginning stages of the system, I think what this separates the system from the goal is that you're able to grow, like you're growing the system, you're refining the system, you're making the system better and better and better. You're building on, that past that you have of starting off, and then, it just gradually gets better, 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 and you improve until it's like a fine system that you're able to take on to the next thing. So say if I want to have a goal of learning how to play like an instrument, I want to learn how to play the trumpet, right? So the goal is to buy a trumpet and learn. Oh, hang on. All right, the goal is to buy a trumpet and learn how to play it. So that's the goal, right? Well, what's the system behind it? So those are the steps to, the goal. But you use this system. Once you learn the system of how to play the trumpet, then you can take that system and put it in different aspects of your life. So what's that system? What would that system look like, right? It will be, well, setting time aside to practice the trumpet. It will be learning how to play a song. It will be, what else would it be? Practice, learning to play a song, learning to play or harder songs, breathing exercises. Those would be things that you would put in your system. So, what would I do if it was me? I would buy the trumpet. I would kind of look at my days and say, okay, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to set up a time block to practice the trumpet. I'm going to practice every day at this time. I'm going to, how will I improve? So I'm going to improve by recording myself, listening and playing a song over until I feel like I'm perfected it. What else would I do? Breathing exercises to make sure that I can hold notes. So I would do like a couple minutes of practice. I would do some breathing exercises, and then I would practice playing. After I practice playing, I might watch a couple of tutorials until I start getting better. I would just every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I would implement that system to make sure that I was getting better. I will also probably track my progress, and maybe, like I said, record the progress and just like kind of play it back, listen to it. Okay, I hit this note a little off, so how do I go back and hit the note better? So I would then implement that into my system or my routine, just playing that one note over and over and over again until I feel like it sounds good, I feel like I'm hitting it right, and then just keep on doing the same thing and getting better and better and better at it. I think that's the main part of the system, is being able to look and see, like, okay, like I'm doing the job. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but my 3 can be done. My 3 can be done a little bit better. It's like the criticism, right? Just going back and observing, like, okay, this part of my routine is not going how it needs to go, and this is where I need to improve. I think, like I said, and then you reach the goal of playing that song, but you're not just playing the song, you're doing it in a perfect, you know what I'm saying, you reach the highest tier of playing that song just through, just getting your routine down, getting those steps down. But yeah, I just wanted to add that into this video. I hope you guys don't mind it, but I thought that was pretty important, because you don't just want to just have the thing that you want done. Like, I think you want to do it until it's done at the highest caliber of being able to do it, right? So, like, what do you keep doing to make sure that you're able to do it at that, like, top performing level? And I think it was important to bring that into the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, I have free resources for anybody who needs them. If you're a new truck driver, I have a career plan on the description. I have a career plan for new truck drivers. Also have a roadmap to saving your first $100,000 in trucking as a new CDL driver. These are free PDFs that you can download. You just go to my Gumroad, click the link for the product that you want to get, and then you just type 0. When it comes to paying, you just put a 0. It will let you slide. There's no gimmicks, no weird stuff that you have to do. Just type in 0, and then you'll get access to any of my free products. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Chris Lee TV. I'll see you next time.